Hey, faithful viewer, it's me, Regina. I'm trying to sit down. Nunnally, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram and you're outside, I'm taking some break. It's like it's about to rain on my head. But we are here to talk about the 7 things successful people never say. So, continuing with the series, we are dealing with number 6. Okay? Number 6. And the 6th thing that successful people should never say, according to this article written by Ilya Pozin, is number 6. It's nothing. It's like kids. It's nothing. Alright. Not fair. Life ain't fair. So, let's see what she's talking about. Oh. Life isn't fair. And often your career won't be as well. Ooh, dang. Instead of complaining, you should look for specific and actionable workarounds to the problems you encounter. It is unfair a co-worker got a run point on the project you wanted. I don't know what a run point is, but yeah. All right. Maybe, but instead of complaining, work harder. Oops. Go the extra mile. Finding a solution will always be preferable in your professional life to whining about a problem. Okay. So, as you know, some people just love whining. It's not fair. They shouldn't have got it. They got it before me. And you know what? I get it. You look at some people, you wonder how in the world you get out the womb, let alone get that position. And you know, sometimes it is the fact that they are better at something, or maybe they're better at something, you know. But the truth is, you have to be honest with yourself. Was it really yours in the beginning? I mean, the position is open. It's not yours. And, you know, we have people running around here thinking, oh, they got the shoe in. Oh, I know I'm going to get that. Right? Let me give you an example. A friend of mine was running for judge just like last year. She was running against an individual. And from what I heard, he was running around telling people, oh, it's a shoe in. Oh, he got this. All right. Now, that's arrogant. That is total to the arrogancy. There's nothing guaranteed except death and taxes. So why are you running around here trying to you a shoe in? And then when he don't get it, I don't know what he's saying now, but people voted and and she crushed him. All right, God don't like ugly. So when you run around here talking about it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair, it almost sounds like you're saying that you was entitled to get that, right? It was meant for you. Now, I do understand that there are people who do get positions, and qualification-wise, you're trying to figure out how they got there. Now, it might be, you know, they outworked you. They applied, they were consistent, and they made a good showing. So that goes back kind of to it's not my fault, that part. Y'all remember number 3 that we talked about before. You need to look at the situation and maybe look and go, well, maybe it's something I could have did better, or I could have been more prepared for that interview, or I don't know. It's a lot of things. But when we say it's not fair, I think we get that way because we expected that thing. We wanted that thing, and we told people we can get that thing. And when we lose to somebody who we perceive as not qualified or unqualified, we go into woe is me, victim mentality, and now we want to change the rules and regulations so that people like you will be guaranteed to get what you want. And you know what? To each his own. But when it comes to business, when it comes to, in this case, you know, corporation, they're looking at the bottom line. Who can produce? Who is consistent? Who the person that they know is really going to be taken to the next level? Okay? See, everything is not meant for you, even though you think you meant for it. All right? And it may not be timing. Look, I've applied for judicial vacancies, and I went up one time for a vacancy, and people were telling me, "Oh, Regina, after that, you on the list all the other times, right?" So I'm thinking that, okay, well, once on the list, always on the list. That's what people told me. And I was disappointed. I was like, wait a minute. And then after that, I wasn't on the next list, 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 the next list. I wasn't on anything. But people were saying that this is the way it is. But that's not the way it was for me. So therefore, I felt like that, well, this is not fair. And I started thinking, I said, if that's the way it is, then how it wasn't that way for me? And so I don't have an answer for that. All I can say was those positions wasn't meant for me. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I went back and looked at, okay, what can I do different? Beef up my application, beef up my background. I did everything for my eyes, I did everything, but it still wouldn't put me on the list. So I started thinking that it might be something else. Because when you have I've done stuff in the community. I'm multifaceted still. I know what the hindrance was. But if I walled around and tell me it's not fair, I will stay there. After a period of time, you gotta pull yourself up the straps and get back into the game. Instead of laying off to the side like, oh my gosh. And I had to come to the conclusion, it wasn't mine to have. They can have that. What God has for me is for me. And that's the driving force. So yes, it can make you feel like, oh gosh, I did all this work and this person that you think shouldn't have got it. And then it's the eye of the beholder. What they looking for is what they looking for. You have no control over that. All you could do is make sure that you did your best, you came in prepared, and that the next thing, and when you go at it the next time, go hard or go home. All right? Or if they don't make room for you, make your own room. Build it. So with that being said, stop whining. Stop whining. Nobody want winos. So my name is Regina, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK. Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, I am the Mental Wealth Builder. And stay tuned for number 7, the last installment. And we'll chat later if the Lord allows. Bye-bye.